All right, here's going to be a walk around of the new 331P series. When I was looking at buying this machine, every video was just inside the cab showing all the features, and I was really looking for something like this. So here it goes. Start with the actual cab itself. So this is a sealed cab. When they say sealed, it's one piece. You lift that up and the floor plate comes with it and everything. The Kubotas, which is what I'm coming from, and a lot of other brands, they have a big gasket and it splits there, and so the floorboard stays in, and that leads to a bunch of dust just coming through. This is one of the main selling points for me getting the P series. So I have removed the grates on the side. If I end up doing forestry work, I can put it back on. It's like 5 bolts per side, so it's not a big deal at all. Really, really cool. It's an awesome feature. Should have happened a long time ago. And the visibility without those grates is incredible. It's so nice. All right, here we go. All your hoses should be really easy to replace if you ever need to. Filters are very accessible. Some hydraulic filters there. Hydraulic tank is the white one, I believe. And the black one is going to be fuel. There's a lot of electrical components here. Don't know exactly what they do, but they look like they'd be relatively easy to replace. I'm sure they'd be expensive, but nice and open. I'm really a fan of this. And the big thing is you've got this right here ready to go. So that Kubota, like I said, the floorboard went here, and so you had to remove it, and it just was a mess. Now this probably means you end up sitting a little bit higher in the John Deere. I know it's about 6 inches taller than the 97 2 that I had. When it comes to cleaning this out, I think it'd be relatively easy. You got a drain there. I think there's an access port here also. And if you ever need to wash it out, it should be pretty simple. Here's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted the John Deere over the Kubota. And that is that my Kubota's AC would get clogged up if it was the middle of summer and it was dusty, the AC condenser would get clogged up probably every 20 hours. So here's your intake. It's taken air from this little kind of where your emergency exit is, which is going to be much cleaner than the Kubota pulls from like right here, right above the track. Horrible spot. So it pulls in, filters it, takes it through the blower, and pushes it out the condenser into there, and it's filtered again. So that Kubota, this would get completely covered in dust and dirt, and it would not blow cold air. When I say would not blow, I mean it was horrible. If this ever gets dirty, which I'm sure it will, I can get in there with an air compressor, remove the 2 bolts, lift the cab, and get it cleaned out. So it should be no big deal. But yeah, as far as the filters go, that's quite the filter right there. It's a pretty big one. Nice and accessible. There, that goes out to your drives on both sides, and I have a little bit of dirt coming in through here, but it does have that gasket, so it's really going to be minimal compared to the Kubota, which basically has like a funnel that just leads that dirt right into the pan. So hoping to keep this machine a lot cleaner than that other one was. Yeah, overall really happy with it. It's been a great machine so far. Only 50 hours, so really nothing, but I have enjoyed my time with it much more than the other brands I've used. Still getting used to the quick attach. It's electric instead of hydraulic. I don't know. We'll see. Haven't had any problems yet, but plenty of time. So if you care to see, we can walk around back. I haven't lifted it up, but these machines come from the factory with a hydraulic fan, and it's a reversing fan. So what that means for me is, one, I'm not losing horsepower to turn that fan, and two, it is way, way, way quieter. Three, it's reversible, whereas Kubota was a belt driven, and that thing was so loud. When I left it running and I was loading it on the trailer, if I had to come here to strap this, it was so loud. There were times where I had left it run up and a customer came up and started talking to me, and you couldn't carry a conversation. It's ear piercing how loud that 97 is. And this is very quiet. And it'll reverse, and you'll hear it, and no big deal, but it keeps everything clean. So got a fuel cooler, intercooler, air filter. Everything's right here. So your hydraulic oil, engine oil, dipstick. If I were to lift the booms up, this has a pin, so you can fold that out, clean it, clean your radiator out. Same thing with hydraulic cooler. Backup camera is mounted here, so I can actually see my view from the backup camera. Looks something like, so it basically shows from there all the way out back, and obviously I'm not looking straight down, but my point is that I can see this. That Kubota, it's mounted up top. You cannot see. It's like you're looking over the hood of a truck, and really was just, I'd never trusted it. So you got your fuel filter, a fuel filter here, hydraulic sight glass, all the EGR, DPF is in there somewhere. But the thing runs incredibly. I mean, it's just a monster when it comes to pushing dirt. And when I first got it, the final drives were really loud and whiny, like just obnoxiously loud, and it's gotten way better. So I did the first oil change at 25 hours. They want you to do 50. I did it at 25, and I don't notice it anymore, and I don't think I'm getting used to it. I think it's actually just stopped. So yeah, got all of your grease points there. Nice tinted windows, 20% tint. Poly door from the factory that works really well. Nice seal. I do get a little bit of water in there if it rains for hours and hours straight, but I'm not too worried about that. So that's that. I might make another video about the interior just because it is interesting, but the market's kind of flooded with those. So there's that. Thanks for watching.